Hi guys, it's April and I'm kind of excited about today, and I'm excited about all of the animals that are here with me right now because everybody is getting along. It's amazing. Well, let's see if I can get everything up and going so I can see you guys in the chat. Dun, dun, dun. And then we'll share. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so today I was contemplating what to do, and then this beautiful, beautiful coloring book arrived on my doorstep. So guess what? We're gonna be coloring in this beautiful coloring book. Hi Tammy, hi Angela, hi Robin. Welcome to my first Mythographic stream. Okay, so I have already picked out a picture, and of course I've already picked out a few colors because I didn't want to start this stream completely blind. But I have a feeling that at some point I'm going to be done with the parts that I think I'm going to color. Shahira, hi! Welcome to the live stream. Sorry, I totally just like spaced that moment there for a second. So, the page I want to color in this one to start with is there are amazing photos in this. Hi, Kenny! And there are like flip throughs all over YouTube right now of this coloring book. So I won't do a full flip through myself. That was kind of my fast flip through, if you can catch it really quick. Can you see? Oh, I did. Okay, I took a wild guess there. Oh, I'm so glad I got it right though. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, CL. Hi, Elizabeth. So yes, that was my uber fast flip through because I want to get into coloring. So yes, I decided to do this adorable cat photo or picture. I don't know why I just called it a photo. That felt wrong. This adorable cat picture, mainly because of the weird shenanigans that have been going on in this house right now, trying to get the dogs and the cats to coexist, has been more of an adventure than I expected. And so I'm going to color this cat because I love my cats, and they're finally starting to come out and interact with us again. So I actually have all 4 of the animals in this room right now, and no one is dying. It's amazing. So I want to start out, my hope is to do these cherry blossoms. At least to me, these look like cherry blossoms. So I want to go through and I want to find all of them. I want to give them a Copic base. And then I've got a mixture of Polychromos and Irojitens. Pick your pronunciation, right? So, for the pink, I have RV000, which I believe is pale purple. And then I've got Sugared Almond Pink, which is RV02. Now, I don't really have a rhyme or reason on how I'm going to do this. So we'll just see what happens. Just call them Tombos. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I'll just call them Tombow colored pencils. Because if I call them Tombos, I automatically think of the brush tip pens. Okay, I'm just going to put a quick light base down. I'm going to kind of test what I want to do on this first one. Real quick. because I just want to get a rough down, and then I'll come back with the colored pencils. So that'll probably be my rough. Now I just need to do that like 40 more times. It's like one of those coloring books that is going to start to make me go cross-eyed because of the intricate details. I just got really excited about this one because it was single-sided, which means I can use the Copics. So we'll see how this turns out. Hi, Cheshire. I agree, Kenny. This book is absolutely amazing. I may have already pre-ordered the next one in this series. Which I think doesn't really come out until next year, but, you know, sometimes you just have to. Like I said, I'm not being too careful with this. This is just like a really, really rough lay down. And while this marker goes down neon, it definitely lightens up once it dries. And I also pulled some of the yellow colors for the center of the flowers. I'm not sure when I'll do those, but I figured I'd get these pinks down real quick. Hi everybody coming in who I've missed, as I'm concentrating really, really hard on these microscopic details. So how has everybody's week been so far? What have you been coloring? What have you been reading? This is actually the first thing I've colored all week. I thought I was going to pull it out and maybe do a picture sometime this week in the evening, but still getting used to the pups. Plus, I'm getting sucked into Supernatural again. We're finally on season 9. We're catching up slowly but surely, but getting sucked into that drama, and I forget to actually color. So that is a thing going on right now. I have read, what have I read? I did a reread of Rose Daughter by Robin McKinley, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And you can tell that's when Robin McKinley started to slightly shift her writing style a little bit. She became a little bit more, how do I say this? She did a lot more with word imagery in that book than she had in some of her others. And I like it. And then I started Terrier by Tamara Pierce, which is also another reread. I've been falling behind on my reading recently, so I'm hoping all of these rereads pulls me back into reading. I've been a little slumpy. That's impressive, Robin. Yeah, My reading is just, it's kind of, I don't even know if I'm going to do a mid-month wrap-up this month because my reading has slacked so much. And if I've only read 2 books, I just don't think it makes sense to do a full wrap-up. Ooh, The Chemist. How are you liking that one? And then The Magic String of Frankie Presto. Oh, nope. I think I have heard of that one. I haven't picked that one up yet, though. See if I can get these done. The More. I haven't heard of that one either. This is why I like talking to you guys, because you guys usually have a ton of books that I haven't even heard of before. Of course, I did get, It's Good But Happy. Okay. Well, I might harass you later about what you think on that book. I started, of course, the Twilight series before it gained all the traction it did, but I never read past the first book. And at this point, I've been spoiled for literally everything inside of it. So that's fine. Sing in the Water. Ooh. Is that a thriller? Or horror? The title could be like either direction. I'm the movie host, but once again, I haven't picked for books. I think it was too soon after the whole Twilight thing that I'm like, I'm just gonna stay over here. Maybe just hang out over here. Because my problem is around the same time that Twilight came out, Robin McKinley's Sunshine book came out. And to me, that book was just wonderfully done and then spoiled me for vampire books after that. That became part of my standard for a little while. I don't know if this was supposed to be one of the cherry blossoms, but guess what? It is now. Holy buckets, Robin, you are a machine. I think I've told you that in the past, but yes, you are a machine. And I don't mean to go quiet on you guys. It's just more fiddly bits than I imagined. Really, Tammy? So how many Twilight tourists pass through your area? Is that still a thing people do? Hi, Elizabeth. Because I can only imagine. See if I can. Also, I'm slowly catching up on everybody's videos and such. Slowly. And it's starting to look like I may never officially catch up, but I'll watch what I can. Real question is, okay, so it's going through a little bit, but it's not horrible. I'm not doing very heavy layering, but yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna put a piece of paper behind. Ooh, my tummy is talking. I'm always hungry. I feel like I'm always in a perpetual state of wanting to eat food. And I don't necessarily need to. Is it blurry? No. It's still recording over here. No, I think it was just your setting, hun. Yeah, no, if I'm coming across blurry, you might have to reset the stream rate that you're at. Maybe lower it a little bit, which is unfortunate. The whole fun of all of this is being able to see pictures colored in HD. Ooh, I like Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. Really? I liked it, but it's also one of those, I like Neil Gaiman's odd and bizarre things. I do want to pick up, maybe at some point in the future, Sandman by him. I know it's a graphic novel series, but that's exactly right, Elizabeth. That is what I love most about this book, besides the fact that these pictures are amazing, is the fact that it is one-sided. So I get to cause all kinds of chaos without worrying about ruining pictures on the other side, as long as I have my protector sheet in. Which, it also seems that there's not too much feathering with the Copics either, which is nice. Because sometimes, depending on the quality of the paper, you'll use alcohol markers and you'll get this real bad bleed spread. But not getting that right now. Oh, I am so sorry, Kimberly. That would be irritating. Exactly, the paper is amazing. I mean, this is actually the first time I put anything on it. If I was a proper colorist, I probably would have done a test sheet and tried out random different media. But I'm wild and I live on the edge, so I just started laying things down and trying things live because it's just how I roll. Yeah, it always seems to depend on the Sunday whether or not I have feedback issues on the stream. Because some Sundays, we don't seem to experience any technical difficulties. we do. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. My hope is someday when we get a better internet provider, that some of this will be fixed. That's exactly it, Elizabeth. I think the best way sometimes is just not to overthink it. Because if I sit here and think about it too long, nothing's going to get done. So why not? But I screw up. It's not the end of the world. At least most days. I'm going back and I'm darkening up some of this pink a little bit, just to give it a little bit more depth. I don't want to get too fiddly with the Copic, because I do want to go back with colored pencils. I'm a marker girl, so sometimes I don't know when to stop with markers. And I keep, okay. I need to leave well enough alone. It's fine. I can fix it later. There we go. Oh, that's fine, Kenny. I completely understand. And to everybody else who has to hop off or who is having issues with the stream. Yeah, I think this coloring book just, it came a little bit out of nowhere for a lot of us. It's like all of a sudden we started seeing it like Amazon and whatnot, and then it was released, and then it's sort of like Kirby, but it's not like Kirby. And it's one of those intricate coloring books. I really like it. Hi, Michelle. And then there's these, of course it's a hidden search one with all these like random elements that you can find throughout the coloring book, which I like and I don't like, because sometimes I feel like it's a little too gimmicky, but it also gives me like random things to color on a random page. Because I mean, look, there's like a pumpkin and a whisk and a piece of butter and a mouse. I'm like, why? Just the oddest things ever thrown in together in one image. Dun, dun. Well, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of coloring with fine liners myself. I started out with fine liners, but then you start to realize just how fiddly it is to try and color with fine liners, and you can't really get like a smooth laydown. So I have stopped using fine liners. We'll see if I can get away without using fine liners on this page. I think that's part of the reason why I brought out my colored pencils, because I'm hoping that with the colored pencils I can do those fiddly bits inside. But so far, like I said, I'm not getting a lot of feathering with the markers. So I'm wondering that, I mean, like, even if I'm like really, really careful with the tips of these Copics, that maybe I can get into some of those finer details. Maybe not perfectly, but I might bring out, like, say, my tombos or something like that. Because like I said, I mean, you're usually, if it's like really low quality paper, right here, you would start to see some of the pink flow over, but it's not, which is really, really nice. Hi, Ashley. So, I'm trying to determine, I think this is a flower. It is now. Hi, Katrina. But yeah, if I go quiet on you, it's just because I'm trying to figure out these details, which I think is the only thing bad about doing these kind of books on stream. Is sometimes you lose track, and when I'm super concentrating, I tend to get really quiet. That, and you know, besides trying to figure out all the animals, nothing really exciting has happened this week for me. It's been a quiet week, which I am not complaining about in the least. It is nice to have a quiet week. I think I'm slowly starting to get over the allergy stuff. I think for whatever reason, I just got hit really bad by allergies. It almost knocked me over there for a little while. But it seems to be calming down a little bit. Part of me, I was trying a new shampoo for all of the nakeds, and I'm wondering if I'm allergic to something inside of it. Because I didn't start reacting until after I gave them all baths, which you would think would be the other way around. So I'm gonna hold off using it for a little while, and then once I feel normal again, maybe try using it. I need to look up what the ingredients are inside of it. The joys of having sensitivities, let me tell you. So one of the things about books like this is you never really realize what is all in the picture until you sit here and you start trying to lay down color, and you start seeing all of these things. Let me, hold on, I'm gonna change the things on. No, it's not gonna let me. Okay, well, we'll just let my iPad do whatever my iPad wants to do. Because it's going to anyways, am I right? Well, see, that's what I'm wondering, because on my phone it's fine, but I know that's just showing what it's recording. But on my actual tablet, it's coming in not so nice. So let me That's irritating. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Melody. Okay. Yeah, I'm just recording on my phone right now, so if I could fix the blurriness, I would. I lowered the playback quality, and it seems to help. And maybe I just internet. I love the internet. The internet is my friend. I love the internet. Okay. So maybe I'll just make sure that I'm playing back at really low quality, and maybe that'll help the upload a little bit. But hopefully it's not something that happens frequently. Let's see. Because I mainly just need the stream up so that, whoop, dropping my colored pencils. That's fine. So I can make sure that I'm in frame and that it doesn't stop. You take care, Robin. I'm glad you could make it for a little while. Yeah, it's one of those things, you never know where the issue is coming into play. Like, is it the internet connection here for the upload of the stream where things are getting caught? Is YouTube having throttling issues, getting the videos out? All that kind of stuff. I just don't know. It's funny how far video over the internet has come, because we've come to expect like high quality and fast speeds. It's just where we are with technology and all that kind of stuff. But I remember plugging in that AOL modem, hearing that sitting for 5-10 minutes as it connected to the internet, and then just playing GIFs could sometimes like tax the browser. Oh my goodness. Answer about the Copic. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed your question. That's my bad. Okay, I have Copic Sketch A through E sets. That's complete. You know, I am not exactly sure. I don't know how many sets they actually have, but if you have 300, well, the sketch, if you have 358 different colors, then you've got a complete set. I don't think that was helpful at all. See, I don't buy, I've always just bought mine individually. So I haven't really kept track of the sets of Copics. I know that probably wasn't very helpful. And like I said, I keep track of all of my Copics, through my color chart and through the Copic app. You can list out all the colors you have and all the colors you want. And that's how I keep track of whether or not I need something. And sometimes I think the app tells you what colors are in what set. But yeah, like I said, I apologize for not being more informed about about the sketch sets. I said, I don't even buy just the sketch. I've got chows, I've got sketch, and then I even have some of the originals. I mean, this is old school, guys. That nice square barrel. And one of my favorite colors, fuchsia. I have all the fuchsia ink. Okay, think of what I was doing. Oh, Melody, I am so sorry you're feeling poorly. I hope that you start to feel better soon. It's never fun. It's like trying to maybe, I don't know. So many different kinds of plants. Because originally I thought like this whole thing might be cherry blossoms, but then I started like really looking at it and starting to realize that some of these were more leaf-like. So I'll probably color them in like different tones of green. Not entirely sure what these are. I think there's some kind of leaf, but I don't know what color they would be. I might have to be doing some internet searches. Not that I necessarily have to color them realistically, but I would like to know kind of where I'm aiming for. Bye, CL. I'm glad you could come and hang out with us for a little while. Maybe you already laid some pink. I don't even remember. I'm losing my mind. It's one of those, such a light color as a base. Sometimes I lose track of whether or not I actually laid that color down yet or not. Okay, Michelle. Hopefully that it's not something on my end, so the quality that's being recorded right now isn't too janky. That would be unfortunate. And because of how blah the internet seems to be being right now, is it blurry on your end too, hon? I might just get these colors and stuff down and make it a short stream today. I don't know what's going on.
It was good and then it went bad again.
It's so unfortunate because I like hanging out with you. It just frustrates me that sometimes it doesn't work out right. Yeah, and I don't really have any settings or anything that I can play with on my end. So I can't even fix it. Grrr, that frustrates me. I'm trying to think of why it would be blurry. And I don't want to keep apologizing to you guys because then I sound like a broken record. And I was hoping to have a really good stream today. I think things are just against me right now. Grrr. I think it's the evil pixies in the internet. They're like, you thought things were gonna go well today, didn't you? Well, guess what? They're not. We're just gonna like totally screw everything up. Fudge. What would you like to know about them? I mean, things are slowly progressing with the cats and the dogs. I've actually got 2 dogs in one window and 2 cats in another window, and they're all downstairs with me as I'm streaming, which they haven't all been in the same room for a long period of for a long period of time before. So this is a first, and we are really super excited. I think this is a flower right here. This book is, hold on just a second. Not that it's really gonna matter if the picture is pixelated. This is, no, autofocus isn't turned off. Like I said, it's perfectly clear on my recording right now. It's somewhere where it's getting uploaded to YouTube. It's just, it's struggling. I honestly don't know. If I could show you how clear it is on my end, we probably wouldn't be having this issue right now. So this is Mythographic, Color and Discover Animals by Joseph Catimbang. I think that's how you say that. So I'm slowly losing everything off of my desk. So I'll probably, oh, why, internet? Why do you dislike me? Lots of allergy problems and sinus issues. Is that the reason why you went hairless for the animals? Yeah, okay, so I have a ton of allergy issues as well, so I totally feel your pain. I got the cats originally because I have a severe cat allergy. I can zoom, it's just I don't think it's gonna help. I think it's still gonna be pixelated. What was I saying? I got the cats because of my allergy problems, and I was hoping that it would help, and it has. I don't react to the girls as much as I do normal cats. I got the guinea pigs hairless because I was hoping the same thing would be true, because I am allergic to most, but I am still highly allergic to the skinny pigs, so that hasn't really helped. And then the puppy dogs, I'm usually not allergic to dogs, so I got the hairless pups mainly just because they were hairless. At this point, it's like I've got a theme going, and the breed is adorable, so why not? So, and if this zoomed in is helping a little bit, hopefully. Still not my, see, now I have to figure out where I need to be in the frame. I'm such a noob. It's fine. Hi, Melissa. You've come just in time to observe how the internet's showing anything. All of my colored pencils are on the floor right now because I've had to shift everything on my desk because of this whole Zoom thing, and basically how I feel right now. Fia's trying to escape. It makes me giggle. Fia's not sure about the dogs. In fact, she probably wants to murder the dogs in their sleep. And so every time she sees them, she freezes and then she slinks away like really, really slowly. Like maybe if I move like half an inch per second, they won't see me. It's kind of hilarious to watch. Now, Nissa, on the other hand, is like, this is where I want to be. I'm not sure about these things, but I'm going to try and be over here. I mean, I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to be like right here. I'm not going to touch whatever that thing is, but I'm going to be about right here. It is Desiree. It is I'm in love with this book so far. I have a feeling the upload quality of this video isn't going to be too stellar either. Fudge. Fudge on a stick. Just once I'd like to have a stream where technology doesn't decide to yeah, that makes sense, Grace. I mean, not every coloring book is for everybody. Because I know there are several popular coloring books that are in the coloring community there where I'm just like, that's not really my style. I wouldn't get a lot of enjoyment out of coloring it, so maybe not for me. Because yeah, for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of patterns and mandalas and that kind of thing. So I prefer doing images and fantastical images. Something that's real but not real. Something that I can make up and change and modify and just create my own world. Reading too, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of reading about normal life, but add in a fantastical element and I am all over that sucker. Yay! I've got more converts. Yeah, no, I pre-ordered this one a while back, and then I started seeing everybody doing flip throughs, and I'm like, where's mine? Where's mine? I want to color in mine. And of course I get it, and then what do? I don't color in it. What is wrong with me? Tell you the truth, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't necessarily know how to color right now without getting bumped by one of several animals. I mean, it's right. It's nice right now because the cats are sitting in the windows, and then my husband's got control of the dogs. So I get a little bit of freedom, but otherwise, we're kind of a mess of who can fit on my lap and who can't. Right now, the dogs do not quite understand personal space. They have no concept of personal space. And they're not really small enough to be box dogs. Or they're also not dog enough to be okay by themselves, if that makes sense. They're a very social dog, and they need to be around humans at all times and stealing your body heat at all times. The cats usually do too, but right now they don't really understand the dogs, so they haven't been hanging out with us as much as they normally would. We just got, the last 2 days, Nissa has been out with us. And she hasn't snuggled with me because I usually have a dog on my lap, but she has snuggled with my husband because he doesn't have a dog in his lap. And there was one night where there was just a weird fluke and I had a dog and a cat on my lap at the same time. But I think it was more of the fact because no one really knew what was going on and who was where and what was what. Oh yeah, my cats, they will try to weasel their way into anything and everything. If it is remotely box-like and remotely able to fit a cat, they will try and get in there. Okay, I'm just picking up my colored pencils that I threw on the ground. Okay, so I have this 17 golden yellow because some of these have this middle part of, you can't even see that. Hold on a second. Shifting. Some of these flowers have these, what do you call those pieces? The middle of the flower. We'll just call it, yeah, they have a fancy name, but we'll just call it a middle of the flower. And I'm going to do those in yellows. So I just want to like do a quick sweep. And like I said, I'm going to go back in with colored pencils on all of these. But just want to do a little bit. I hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet upstairs. Because, I mean, some of these you can't really even see anything in the middle. So I'm just kind of putting a little piece. Stamen. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. I'm like, yeah. See, Melissa knows all the things. She doesn't just color all the things. She knows all the things. Yeah. Animals are so much fun. In the behind sometimes, but they are so much fun. Hey, Grace. See, that's what you get, Melissa, that like amazing introduction the other day on your stream. I'm like, you are now officially Melissa, knower of all the things. Okay, I think I have this right here. Maybe I don't know if I was even on stream for some of that. I think I've seen that book, Grace, but I never actually seen that book. Runaway Colors. I caught them. I caught them. So I think for the next 8 minutes or so, I'm going to see if I can do a few of these with adding the colored pencils, and then I'll save the rest of this for the next several streams on this channel, and hopefully the internet will be better. So yes, I feel really weird zoomed in this far, but so far that works. So for the pinks, I have my 129 Pink Matter Lake. I have 125 Fuchsia, and then I have the Tombow colored pencils. I have the Rose Pink, which is P11. So this will be my lightest color. I think what I want to do is start dark and then slowly get lighter, which is normally the opposite of how I work. But I am feeling crazy today. So this is what's happening. And honestly, I have zero idea of what I'm doing right now. I love the picture that you're doing in Daydreams right now, Melissa. But yes, I'm just kind of glad that I finished up Sakuram right before this book showed up on my doorstep, because I'm like, I need to color in this. I need to color in it, please. Yes, and hopefully it won't all end in tears. I'm all for new and exciting, but sometimes that also involves tears. So something kind of like that. The cat scare you?
I didn't know she was all the way up there.
Sophia has managed to climb to the top of my bookshelves right now, and she's being the queen of all things. I have a feeling that I'm going to be coming back and fiddling with this quite often. But, you know, something kind of to that effect. You know? Because I don't normally start with the darkest colors, because I'm used to markers. And you don't necessarily have the ability to subtract colors unless you want to get a colorless blender out. But I just feel like I need to... Excuse me! There will be no fighting in that window. Thank you. But I just feel like I need to set where my darks are and kind of blend them out. I am actually really enjoying this right now. I'm finding this oddly soothing. Yeah, the cats. The cats decided that they just wanted to slap each other around a little bit. I'm like, nope. Now is not the time nor the place. Especially when they're in a window. That if they fall out of that window, because I mean, this is one of those basement windows that's like at the top of the ceiling and it's just that tiny little window case. That's where both of the girls are sitting right now. And one of those takes a tumble off of that thing, they're gonna fall right on top of my bookshelf and injure themselves. Ooh, excuse me. And that is not what I want right now. Got a little bit of yellow in that one. Right there. So I think the cats are just really excited to be out and about right now, honestly. I think they've been dying to come out of the bedroom, and now they're here. And I actually have a whole family that exists. Sort of. Okay, so this will probably be the last one I color for now. This is a super short stream today, but I didn't want to get really far into this if you guys can't really see anything of quality. That would just be unfortunate. So I think this is where I am going to end for now. I really want to hang out with you guys longer, but technology is just not being nice. So I'm glad all of you guys could join me. I hope to see you guys again next week. I'll be here, same time, same place, 11 Central on Sunday, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.